This is question 5, 2012 Higher Paper 1. We're given a right angled triangle with an angle A, and we're told that it's a 3, 4, 5 triangle, and are asked to find the cosine of 2A. Now, we do know in right angled triangles what the cosine of A is, adjacent over hypotenuse. We also know the sine of A, opposite over hypotenuse. And we know the tangent of A, that's opposite over adjacent. But we don't directly know the cosine of 2A. But we do have access to formula. This is one of the double angle formulas, and it's an interesting one because there's various forms of it. One of them is twice cos squared A minus 1, another one is cos squared A minus sine squared A, and the third version is 1 minus 2 sine squared A. Now, presumably any of these formula can be used. There's nothing to say which one is right, which one is wrong. They're all equal to cos 2A. And you notice that they all involve either cosine of A, in all cases that's squared, and the sine of A. In these two cases that's squared. So since we can work out the cosine of A and the sine of A from this triangle, one of these versions we should be using. So let's pick the first one. So cos 2A is equal to 2 cos squared A minus 1. Now that just means twice whatever cos A is squared, and then take 1 away. And going over to this triangle and using SQA, cos A adjacent over hypotenuse, that's 4/5. So we have twice 4/5 squared minus 1. Now 4/5 squared, let's fence off a bit of this screen. 4/5 times 4/5, you know, multiplying fractions, multiply the top two, multiply the bottom two. 16/25 minus 1. Now if we double 16/25, we're going to get 32 of them, not just 16 of them. So we have 32/25 minus, and we have to think how many 25ths make up a complete one, complete whole. So that would be 25 of them. 25/25 is another way of writing one. So we're looking at 32/25 take away 25/25, and that's 7/25. So we have 32 of them, take away 25 of them, we'll have 7/25. So there's our answer, 7/25. And if we look at the choices available, that indicates choice A. Now, presumably the other two versions would similarly give us 7/25. Let me quickly have a look at that. Cos squared A minus sine squared A. Cos squared A we've already worked out is 16/25. Sine A opposite over hypotenuse is 3/5. And if we're squaring 3/5, 3/5 times 3/5 would be 9/25. So we're using this version of the formula. 16/25 minus 9 of the 25ths would end up with 7/25 as before. And presumably also the third version of this double angle formula would similarly produce 7/25. Sine A squared we now know is 9/25, and if we double 9/25 we would get 18/25. So we're ended up with 25/25 minus 18 25ths, and again that's 7 25ths. Well, thank goodness for that. If we'd got different answers, mathematics would have been shown to be contradictory. That's one of the nice things about math. There's all sorts of different methods of doing problems. So whichever version of this double angle formula we choose, all paths lead to choice A, 7 25ths.